courier just showed up and dropped off the parcels I've been expecting. I'm just gonna get my packing strips out of these. So obviously we got one nice big box and a medium, fairly small-ish size box. Without further ado, here we go. So we have our instructions. Some gaskets. We have a beautiful new billet wheel dual ball bearing turbo. That's definitely gonna allow us to increase the boost. So yeah, it spins quite nicely. And beautiful, beautiful billet wheel in there. One thing to check when you get a new turbo is if it's got like obviously an internal gate. You just want to make sure that the machining around the gate port there is all nice and flush, because sometimes it's one of the rushed parts of the job, and sometimes it's not like a perfect seal. So just double check your seal on your little wastegate cap there. All right, well that's the turbo. Very happy. And the second box, we have our Type S Tomei Fuel Pressure Regulator fitment for the factory fuel rail on the RB. We have just another attachment for the fuel pressure regulator. We have some sort of, I think this might be like a rubber bung. I don't actually know what this is. It's just a piece of rubber cylinder and oil feed braided line kit. All right. We're gonna be putting these in a different video. We've got the fuel pressure regulator set up, and then we also have the turbo removal and turbo installation. So stay tuned. Hey guys, so today we're gonna just attempt at, removing some various parts, intake parts, and trying to crack some bolts, and just getting the engine bay all prepped for dropping in the new turbo, freeing up some space while we go along and whatnot. So, yeah. Usually you have black gunk or carbon buildup, at least on the fins. So I'm very impressed with how clean this dismantle is going. clean that heat shield is. It's pretty beautiful. Just got some CRC or some WD-40, whatever you want to call it, just to help crack those bolts. Doing it without any prep usually causes broken studs or whatnot, so you just gotta let it sit for a couple hours just with some lube on it. Come back and spray it every now and then. We have left the turbo bolts here sitting, the 17mm bolts. We've already cracked them. Luckily they just all came off first crack, no effort really needed. So what we need to do now is we need to drain the engine. Don't know if I've introduced you guys to my good friend Philip. So under here you got a hole, got a few, you know, some cars don't even have this anymore, but under this hole you have, I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Yeah, in there you have a plastic Phillips screw, and this is to the bottom of your radiator. So just remove the top cap and unscrew. You don't want to lay in the green stuff because the green stuff is horrible, ranky, stinky. So I'm just going to wash that all out once it's all drained out. And I'll plug her back up with the plug. Hello. Hello. Hey, Hobson. Oh, Kyrie. Hello, Kyrie. And we've got Sora. Scaredy cat Sora. Hello. I just leave it for a few minutes. And now we'll move on to the oil. You've got your oil sump drain plug right there. It should be a 12mm. So it's not a 12, it's a 14. So once we dry up some of this water and we clean it up, once we drain the oil, we can then undo the banjo bolts all over the turbo, disconnect the two bolts there, at the end of the cat, at the end of the downpipe to the cat. As you can see, the oil is pouring through, kind of right there. Just loosen up your oil cap there, just so you know that the whole flow of the circuit is open, so it just drains faster.